Hi, I'm Jade with Sabatino, and if you've ordered fresh truffles at home, chances are you need a truffle slicer. So Sabatino carries two different kinds. I want to show you both of them to find the right one for you. And I also want to show you how to properly shave truffles onto a dish so you can get that truffle magic going. So the first one we have here is the stainless steel truffle slicer with a stainless steel handle. And the second one we have is a stainless steel truffle slicer with a wood handle. Now, the difference between these two are very small. It almost just comes down to preference and affordability. The stainless steel handle is going to be more affordable than the wood handle. And in terms of preferences, the stainless steel handle will be slightly harsher on the palm versus the wood handle, which will have a softer feeling on the palm. And then if we really want to say, I think they're both beautiful, but I would probably lean towards the wood handle for an extra touch of aesthetic. So when it comes to the truffle slicers specifically on the blade, I want to show you, I'm taking this one here, but it's the same exact thing with the wood handle. And I want to show you how the blade operates. So first and foremost, when you see the truffle slicer, the logo, our Sabatino logo, faces down when you're slicing. So the blade is on the top. Now the knob here controls the blade. So if we turn it to the left, you're gonna see the knob opening. And it opens pretty big, okay? I'm turning. So there you go, so that's the opening. Now if you turn it to the right, you can make it smaller, and then you can eventually close it. That is a key thing because when you throw it into your drawer, you don't wanna cut yourself. So this is really nice to have closed, just in case anything were to happen. So now to the fun part. We have a beautiful, and you can actually see the marbling right there. We have a beautiful black winter truffle. And I'm going to start showing you how to shave it on the smaller side, and then we'll get bigger so you can find the right size for you. My personal preference is thinner is better. I like the idea that it's melting on the tongue. So I really like it very thin. And then the benefit of that as well is you get more truffle. So this truffle will last a really long time across a bunch of different dishes if you shave it thin. And then it looks like a beautiful amount of truffles on each dish as well. So we're gonna go so thin here where it almost looks closed. And we're gonna start there. If it doesn't work for us, we just make it a little bit bigger. So how you do this is you can figure out which hand works best for you. Honestly, I change it up all the time, but you're gonna hold your truffle slicer facing down, and then you're going to hold your truffle and you're gonna press pretty firmly on the truffle, and you're gonna go into a fast motion. It's not a slow motion because your truffle's gonna get caught in the blade. If you've ever worked with a mandolin, it's a very same type of process where you wanna move in a swift, quick motion. So now I'm shaving here, and we can see, oh my gosh, look at that. We can see these beautiful truffle pieces forming. This is very thin, and honestly, you can even get thinner, which I'll show you right now. These are perfect round truffles. Look at that. So if you were to actually go a little thinner, they're going to be paper thin, which means that they're probably gonna break a little bit, so they're not gonna stay in the round shape. And you can see right here how it's broken. This is perfectly fine, okay? It's just a matter of preference. So thinner, you're probably going to have it not stay in full rounds, but come on guys, it's truffles. It's gorgeous on the dish no matter what it looks like. So I'm gonna show you the thicker setting. Now, I don't recommend this as a finish to a dish. I'm opening it up just a bit here, you can see it. What I do recommend though is if you want to insert truffles underneath skin for chicken and that sort of preparation, you do want it on the thicker side because it's gonna hold well in there. See how thick this is? It's not flimsy, and you can actually see the skin around. Okay. So those are a few quick tips in terms of shaving the truffle. Again, you wanna hold your truffle slicer down, go in a pretty fast motion. The other thing to note is shaving truffles is fun, so have fun with it. What typically will happen is sometimes the truffle will run off and not hit the plate. We just call it truffle rain. It's raining truffles. It might not all go exactly where you want it. All you have to do is pick it up and scoop it back into the dish. It's not a big deal, and it's kind of fun. So have fun with it and find which tool works better for you and play around with the sizing. Again, it's your own experience and you're at home, so you get to enjoy this any way you want. The only last thing I'll leave you with is in terms of cleaning. So you do not want to put this in the dishwasher, okay? You wanna have this hand washed and then make sure the blade is closed. Also, when you're hand washing, be very careful with the blade, but you do wanna make sure that there's no truffle pieces stuck inside. Sometimes that can happen, so just make sure you're soaking it and shaking it a bit to get all those out. A little Q-tip works too, but make sure it stays very, very clean because that's always the best option, right? So, those are your truffle slicers. Have fun with it, and I can't wait to see what you're shaving.